So with your permission, I'm recording this session. I'm sharing my screen. Hope you can see my screen, right? So before starting the demo, I'll introduce the company. greytHR Software Private Limited is the company name and greytHR is the product name. It has been in the industry from last 28 years. So we are having almost 20,000 customers all over India and Middle East, and with 2 millions of pay slips and in 22 countries. We are also having 750 payroll processors who are using greytHR and giving services to their customers, outsourcing customers. And from entry to exit, we are supporting all the modules like recruitment, core HR, leave and attendance, payroll, performance, expense claims, and onboarding and exit modules. And we also support with the typical requirements like API integration. If we are having any third-party web-based application, we can integrate through API and single sign-on. And the complete system for all the employees, we are also providing the mobile app online. It supports iOS and Android. These are some of the customers who are using greytHR, the known customers who can give the reference. And these are some of our Middle East customers. We are all giving services almost into all the verticals. We had covered all the verticals like IT, ITS, services, healthcare, education, retail, and manufacturing. We are giving support in 22 countries. These are some of our alliance partners. And these are our latest recognitions in 22-23. And this recently we got in Dubai in Economics Times Award. So this is about the company and the application database, everything we hosted at AWS in Germany, Frankfurt, and it is an ISO certified, SOC 2 and compliant and GDPR ready. For individual client, we are creating a separate URL. Instead of global demo, we get our company name.greythr.com, and it is stored as a separate schema as a database. So the data will be in encrypted format, and the user roles, admin, HR, finance, all the user roles can be defined and configured as per your organization. The features can be enabled. So once you log in into the application, you can see in which month payroll we are. You can see the overview, like new employee joined in this month, upcoming birthdays, confirmation dues, resigned employees, and joining anniversaries. You can manually add an employee from here or resign an employee from here. And also the system has a complete mechanism of importing and exporting through Excel. All the data, initial data can be imported. And you can also see the overall headcount of all the employees every month. And once we add manually, you can add manually or you can import through Excel. And once you add, while adding, you can enter manually the employee number, or we can define the system to take as an incremental mode. Example, we are having white collar. We can say white collar employees. So it can take as a white collar and incremental. And also the temporary employees on an incremental model. Name, date of birth, reporting manager, date of joining, all these details can be entered. And also next, employee position and payment mode. What details you can capture. I'll show here. Like you can capture the photograph of an employee, name, number, email ID, contact details, personal information like date of birth, blood group, marital status, all these details, joining details, current position like department, designation, location, the complete current position of an employee, and employee identity, what are the cards he's carrying, All the list of your cards will be listed here. He can select that card number with all the expiry dates and education details. 4 kinds of address like present, permanent, contact, emergency details. And if you want to record any background details and remarks of an employee, you can also record here. Bank details of an employee with IBAN details, card details, not only his card details, all his family, all the family card details also can be captured with expiry dates, where system will notify you the expiry date as per your time period, and also it can be generated a report. And all the family details and who are dependents who are staying along with him in this country can be recorded here. And passport and visa details with expiry dates, where system will notify you the expiries and also can be generated a report. And what are the assets we are giving, like laptop, data card, mobile, all the assets can be recorded. Position history talks complete movement of an employee in the current organization, like which department, designation, location, all the complete movement. Previous employment details with relevant experiences. And if employee is separated from the organization, whether they resigned, terminated, absconded, all the separation mode, what is the separation mode? All the list of separation modes will be here. Example, you want to generate a employees resigned. You can enter the resignation details, exit interview details, and when you want to do the settlement. So accordingly, the settlement will be generated, that end of service benefit will be generated. And all the, as we are integrating with the biometric, all the biometric numbers and the employee number, if it is not matching, the biometric number, recorded number can be entered here to track the attendance. Once we add all the employee information, we can enter the employee documents. So while adding employee documents, we can categorize the documents, whether it belongs to accounts or statutory or education documents or general documents, passport. We can categorize this folder and you can upload all the documents in this folder. So once we add all the employee information documents, we can enter the salary here. While adding salary, if he is a new employee, you will get add salary. For existing employee, you will get revised salary. So while revising salary, you can also see the last revisions happened with this employee, and you can also compare with other pairs. And if it's a new employee, you will say add salary. So while adding salary, you can see the salary structure is totally configured as per your organization, and you can enter all the salary components. While revising, you can also enter the percentages, and you can keep effective from and save. So this is complete employee information letter documents, employee salary. Once we add all the employee information documents, we can also generate letter to the employee. So what are the letter you want? Example, you prepare a letter. What type of letter you want? Appointment order, promotion letter, increment letter. Example, appointment order. Or generally, we will be having a more salary certificates need to be generated in the Dubai. So once you select salary certificate, system will ask you to whom you want to generate. Example, Aravind Menon. Once you select Aravind Menon, you can also select multiple employees, but it's selected as a demo as single employee. Once you select Aravind Menon, the letter is generated on this Aravind Menon. So this body of the letter, everything is configured as per your organization. Once you select, you can once you finish it, you can download and give it to the employees, or you can send as an email as an attachment. And there is a mass communication where you can send email to all the employees or group of employees. And the system has complete import option where all the formats are predefined here. All the what are the data is available, configured, the masters are created according to the Excel sheets will be reported, generated. Example, adding an employee, adding basic information, card details, all the sheets, Excel reports will be generated. You can import and update that sheets and upload. So with one click, you can upload all your 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 records at a time. So this is complete related to the employee information. Do you have any queries? Can I move to the payroll module?
Yeah, of course. Actually, okay, there's one particular thing. You have all auto mails configured, right? For example, yes. Whether it's a exit process, when you, as soon as you input the last working day, correct, is there any communication or auto mailers that can be configured, or it's already configured?
It is already predefined. See, there are two ways of doing onboarding and exit. Onboarding, you can add manually an employee, or you can import to an Excel, or there is an onboarding process where the link goes to an employee, where employee will fill all his information and I attach all the documents. and photograph all the details. Quickly, I'll show you through one PPT. See, I will use this. See, onboarding workflow, how it works.
It will go through an approval process only, correct? It can
Yes.
be completed.
So you'll select an employee and initiate an onboarding process. So the link goes to an employee. And the policy also can be set it up here. This I will quickly show you from employee. See, once you initiate this link, employee will get a start onboarding link where he will update his photograph, all his personal information, all the details he will update, enter information, all the family details, account stamp, statutory, all the details. He will also attach all the documents, family details, and send for approval. And then it comes to you, you will verify it and you will accept it. Then all the data will sit in the database. And in this onboarding, before onboarding, you can also take the acknowledgement of all your policies. You can read all the policies and confirm. You can acknowledge that you had read the policies. In the same way, exit. You can do the separation mode and resign, or else employee will resign from his login and manager will approve. So once employee resignation is submission, the acceptance, then the no dues clearance and accordingly the end of service benefit final settlement will be generated. Here, employee puts his resignation and it goes to the reporting manager for review. Then he accepts or no. If it is no, again it goes back to the employee, or else it goes to the HR. The review.
Excuse me. Okay, this is good. Like, automated process of resignation and exit process, that's good. But the thing is, for all legal compliance issues, we will be requiring usually, if it is a resignation, original signed document. So,
okay.
How do we go about it in case if it is a automated process? Can we attach in the resignation letter?
Yes, you can attach.
Because HR requires original resignation letter with the signature of the employee.
Okay. See, while employee adding resigning, he can directly resign he can also attach the document.
Yeah, that's good. That's at least fine. Later on, as a offline channel, he can send it to the HR. Okay, as far as the workflow is concerned, he can attach it here
He can attach
start the workflow, right?
Yes.
Can you show? Yeah, can you show me this process flow? Yeah.
This process flow, yes. See, once resignation accepted, then the NOC process starts. So you will be having manager dues, IT facilities. So all these dues clearance, NOC clearance will happen. Once they say okay, then it comes to the all the departments. Once they say okay, it comes to the final HR or who are taking doing the final settlement end of service benefit.
Okay. So this workflows we can design internally, right?
Yes.
There is a change.
Yes. All workflows will come as per your
application.
Okay. And quickly, I'll show you from this employee login.
For every workflow you have, do you have any, workflow designed for each process there in the system? Or it's only...
Oh, no, it is designed for each, no, not only exit. The workflow is designed for onboarding all the modules. I'll show you.
Can you show me the onboarding?
Yeah. See, this is onboarding also, I'll show. See here, if you see here, employees in the current position is resigning. Apply for resignation. So here you will attach this, whatever the attachment. You're asking about the employee need to attach the document, right? The signed document.
Yes, okay. Fine.
And next is coming to onboarding.
Onboarding,
yeah. It is not opening in that. See, this is onboarding process. Once you configure the policy, HR adds all the new employees and initiates for employee onboarding. Okay, then it starts, it goes to the employee. Employee will update all his information, start self-onboarding process, submits once completed. HR will get a notified and HR verifies all the dotted documents. Then it goes to the employees. He will receive an alert that it has been approved and its data is saved. Or again, if he rejects, again it comes to back to the employee. He will resubmit and resend it.
Okay.
Okay. So this is
So
onboarding.
basically, based on the workflow that you have designed in the system, you created this process flow. Otherwise, it's not automated process, correct? I mean, as soon as you change the workflow, it doesn't change.
No, see, we'll create who are the HR, who are the
Okay.
employees. So this workflow according as per your policy. See, this onboarding policy,
Understood. Understood.
the system has the complete workflows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once we complete all the employee information, onboarding and exit, and next I will move to the payroll module. Payroll is very simple, sir, in greytHR. See, before processing the payroll, what we do, sir, we divide our payroll process into 3 easy steps, right? As a manufacturing industry, well, first is payroll inputs. Second one is processing payroll. And third one is post payroll activities like verification and releasing, correct? In pre-payroll activities, what you do, sir? Generally, if in the manufacturing, we'll have blue collar and white collar. So white collar is a fixed salary based upon the attendance, automatically will calculate. But coming to the blue collar, there will be a lot of non-regular items.
Okay.
Like incentives, bonus, or OTs.
Okay.
Sorry. One second. So we'll get all your salary components, all allowances and deductions. So like loans, if they want any EMI basis or salary advances, other deductions, fine deductions. The salary structure is totally configured as per your organization, like bonus. So this all can be uploaded through Excel or example OT. A system will calculate all the excess hours automatically. Or if you want to manually enter the OT paid, you can also enter. And generally in manufacturing, you'll be also having like example employees on a target basis is working some amount of work, piece rate or any other rates. If you want, we'll fix up the rate and you will manually upload or the number of pieces you will enter and you can be calculated accordingly for all the blue color. So all the inputs we need to upload through Excel. Once we do all your pre-payroll activities here, loans, advances, everything, or if you want to do salary revisions, you can do here. And the loss of pay, we can be done here. Or if you want to hold salary or stop salary, you can do here. And the resigned employees final settlement like end of service benefit can be generated. So if you see all your pre-payroll activities, we are given in one tab called payroll inputs. So once we do all your pre-payroll activities, then you can process payroll. So once you click on process payroll, system won't process. Again, it will ask you a complete checklist. Like it will ask you any new employee additions are there, have you done any separations, any one-time payments, one-time deductions, loans update, stop salary, loss of pays or reversals, full and final settlement. So the system will ask you the complete checklist, then it will allow you to process payroll. Once you process payroll, immediately you will verify through a quick salary statement. You can
Okay, just tell me one thing. Does it have this tax details also inbuilt, or region-wise tax details are they automatically embedded into the system?
Yeah, region wise, it's already embedded in the system. If it is see, if it is Saudi, there is a Gauzy, and if it is Dubai, there will be gratuity and other things. But for Middle East, there is no income tax or something, right? In India, it is having.
What about UK, Europe? You know,
See, UK, US, Europe.
yeah, Europe, US. I mean, basically, see, we have companies in US, Australia, UK, Canada, and
So
also
UK,
in
US,
case.
Australia, Canada. What is happening is, if it is monthly payroll, we are doing the payroll part in greytHR, but the taxation can be done in deductions part. What are the formulas they are carrying, we can do, but the
No,
statutory.
not can do. Is it like automatically configured? We don't have to do anything about the taxation, the percentages of deduction from the employee, and what the employee here has to pay. Those kind of things.
No,
are
for
there.
these countries, see, as of now, for UK, US, Europe countries, we will take inputs from you and we will do it. And Australia and Japan, we are, as per their statutory, we are releasing the version in this quarter. It is coming up, and Singapore also. And we are
So-
complete statutory compatible with India and complete MENA region, Middle East and North Africa, and other regions. We are only providing with payroll all the calculations, not with 100% statutory complaints. Australia, Japan, and Singapore, we are going to release in next quarter of this quarter. Yeah,
Because,
the version is.
see, I mean, my query is basically if these taxation laws and all is automatically configured, you don't have to keep on updating. At least you will update in the system directly, and it will
Correct. For these
it will
countries,
make
we
it
automatically it is updated.
automatically is updated, or we have to give you the instructions of how to do it.
For these countries, MENA region, it is automatically completed. Whenever the new updates happen in the government, our team will update. There are a lot of agents here. Our team will update here.
What about India?
India, there is a, see, greytHR is an Indian-based company. It has two versions: complete India and global. In global MENA region, we are having 100% statutory, and India, there is 100% statutory.
So India and MENA region, right?
Yeah,
So
but there are two different versions actually.
See,
India,
that
all
one will
PF,
be
PT, ESI, income tax, and that 23, 24 income tax slab is already ready, and it is already released as per the
Okay.
new laws. PF calculation, PT calculation.
Whenever any kind of tax laws changes, your company will directly change
Yes,
it in the
yes,
system.
yes. Correct. We have
Okay.
separate statutory department. They will gather all the information, and the development will happen immediately for these countries where we are supporting. And the next phase, we are coming with the other countries.
Okay.
Even Dubai, there is a last change. They had given up to July, so that is ready already.
Okay. So can you just, for my, I mean, I'm just making a note of it. What are the countries that we have to inform you, which is not the stats?
UK, US, Europe.
That we have to provide you, then you will configure it. Correct?
Correct. And Singapore, Australia, and Japan not required. We are setting up the team for that.
Means in setup mode. Currently, you are setting it up.
Yeah, we are setting up, and it is in beta version. So once pilot test done, we'll release the countries.
Okay. We can go ahead. We can go forward.
Okay, so this is payroll. Once we process the payroll, immediately you can verify through a quick salary statement. You can export to Excel.
Yeah.
So you'll get while exporting this Excel, you can categorize and you can generate accordingly, like department wise, designation wise, location wise, categories wise, like white collars or blue collars. However you want, you can generate this and you can verify. As you as a manufacturing, you'll be also having a lot of you need a lot of reports for your audit. So once you verify all the employee number, name, all the components, gross deductions, uh, you'll also get a lot of statements will be configured, like department wise, designation wise, cost center wise. We'll configure all your statement. You'll get the list here. You'll generate and you'll send to your audit department. They will verify everything, and once they give clearance, you can release salaries. And there is a
Wonderful.
beautiful option called payroll difference variance, like last month and current month, what is the difference?
Yeah.
Where 80% remark system will give you whether he is a new joinee, resignee, or any OT calculation. Where it gives the 100%, 80% of remarks, and it will be easy for your verification. Once everything is done, clearance has come, then you can release salaries through SIP file. So the releasing salaries.
SIP files are, what is that question?
Sorry? This is SIP file, where you can upload to
CSV format, right?
Yes.
This is CSV format, but
Right,
if we
right.
want it in Excel format, that is also possible. Like, I mean,
CS,
reports can be
Yeah,
customized.
reports, correct. Everything can be generated in Excel. See, there are one way of doing is through a SIP file. Another way, if you're having any private banks, for white collar, you can generate through Excel and send to them. Or some companies are also giving through agencies. They can do cash and
Yes.
checks payments can be recorded. So, however you want, based upon your inputs, we'll configure here.
okay.
And once you release salaries, then you will do a accounting, like you will upload through your accounting system what debit credit related to the employee payroll.
Yes.
So what are the system you are using, the current accounting system, it needs a format to upload in Excel. So that Excel format can be configured in greytHR based upon your input. So you'll download that JV and upload to your current system.
See, our procedure is basically currently, after processing the payroll, we have to give in a particular format a report to finance department.
Hmm.
Without the details of the employees, only the totals for their GLs.
Hmm.
Okay, so that can be automated, correct? I mean,
Yes,
if you give
that can be
your,
configured in payroll
template,
statements. Yes.
automatically it will go to the relevant accounting department employees. Can
Right.
that be done?
Yeah, the reports can be configured. Either you have to download and send through email, or we can give one user login to the finance. Once you process payroll, they can log in and they can generate their reports and
Yeah, that
they
will
can
be
view
good.
it.
Because it should be automatic instead of,
Yes.
again downloading and sending in Excel. It should be automatic so that, anybody can check out.
Correct.
I mean, the less manual intervention, the better.
Yes, yes. See, as you are going for automation, we also prefer to make it 100% automatic without any manual intervention.
Okay, I have one query. Like, what about the loan management? How do we tackle that in the system?
Yes, there is a loan management available. So what are the loans, types of loans can be configured, and you can
Yeah,
select.
one person can have a multiple, different loans.
Yes, he can have the different loans. Say loan, other loan, personal loan. You will
Vehicle
enter.
loan or anything. We can have more categories, right?
Yes, you can have categories and you can enter the installments. How many installments automatically it will calculate.
Okay,
And
sometimes what happens is, partial payment is also there. Like, for example, one person is having an installment of 1,000 dirham. So 500 from the salary and 500 he pays the cash. So how to tackle these kind of,
Means repayment, you would say.
repayment?
Repayment from
Yeah.
employees.
How they implement it?
No,
500
salary revision
pay back.
repayment is one thing. Say example, employee, you're deducting 1,000 dirhams every month. 500 you're deducting through salary, and
Yes.
500 you're
500
giving
through
through
cash.
salary, and 500 you're taking as a cash.
Yeah,
But in books you want to show 1,000 or 500.
1,000 only, yeah, because
Then
whenever
1,000
he pays,
it is
somehow
already
he
showing
pays.
1,000, no issues. See, taking up is in your hands. See, releasing salary through bank, through cash, check, it is in your hands. But report-wise configuration we are doing.
Okay.
Or else if you
Perhaps,
want, we can
Basically,
create two. If
So
you want, you
basically, I
can
think
create-
over here, another thing that would be considered would be the policy of the loan going forward. You know,
Yeah.
have a more concrete.
a clear picture of the loan administration and recovery.
Yeah.
And other best ways we can also configure two loans, loan cash, loan pay slip. In that you can enter and you can generate report.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. That's internal process something. Okay, cash receipt and
If a request comes from the employer,
I know,
then it
We have
is
to
like
give them a
case
policy.
case basis.
correct. You can have
And you
instances.
will the employees.
And also,
Yeah, actually, like you know, a lot of times it's case basis. A lot of times, like you know, it's always good to have a proper policy grade wise. Like you know, where the policy will be
No,
more
sometimes-
robust instead of
Actually,
like
you know, Supriya, what happens, if somebody has a loan, they want to show full salary at the time of salary disbursement and they pay cash before the payroll run. Okay, there is a loan going on at the same time, there is a deduction also, but the deduction is paid offline. So we have to show that this is already paid. If we capture that this is the 1,000 dirham deduction, the payroll might get affected with the negative of 1,000, but we have to show it is 1,000, but it should not get deducted. This kind of scenario can come because it is very common in our company that employees want to show full salary receipt, but they will pay off their loan in cash. Anyway, this is a circumstance.
yeah, absolutely.
It can be configured separately. I mean, it's case to case, we can configure it. Anyway, if
That we can discuss later on. I think.
this is At least I want to give an idea to Ramu that this kind of scenario will happen.
right, and noted.
Yeah.
And there is other feature I'm showing from employee login, where employee can apply loan from his login. And it also has a workflow where he can approve and it goes to the finance team. In the same way, letters, he can also request a letter from here. Based upon his request, it comes to the whoever the concerned person, he can generate that letter. Okay. And once verification is done and salary has been dispatched, then we will release pay slips to all the employees. So with one click, you can click on send mail, or employee can download from his login and see. So he can get his logo, company information, and he will see his pay slip. Or in employee login, in home, in pay slips, he can download his pay slip. He can also see his previous pay slips and select and download. Overtime pay slips also can be seen, shown. An employee also can see his YTD reports, year-to-date statement, all pay slips clubbed in one report for the whole year.
Ramu, what about proxy access?
Sorry?
Proxy access. So, for example, see, our company has got 80% of blue-collar workers, they will not be having access to any computer. Okay. So proxy means either the supervisors or we might put in some kiosks at various locations in factories. And somebody can be given a username and the password of this employees so that they can download their pay slips and all other stuff, application of leaves and all. So proxy means on behalf of the employee, somebody can act on it, right? There is one thing, two ways to do it. Either somebody can be given the username and password, which I do not want to. However, if there is a proxy access, it is legible. It is very clear. There will be audit trail also that who applied for this on behalf of this employee.
Correct. So there are two different ways of handling, sir. One is individual employee will get in his own login. He can, in the case, he can enter, or he can see from his mobile. Or if you're giving a user, example, you're having different locations, we can create the user roles of that location wise, and whoever the supervisor, he can log in and he can see all his employees' location. Whoever requested, he can download and give it to them.
Can you just repeat that? Sorry, I didn't understand quite.
Yeah. So one is individual employees getting their own login, sir, or from mobile app they can download and see. See, nowadays everybody is having smartphone. They can download from their app. One thing. Second thing, if you're talking about kiosk location wise, individual location as a supervisor, right? We can create users, supervisor users, and on that kiosk he can see all his locations as a HR or pay slips related to their location. And if anybody is requesting, the supervisor will log in from his login, and in this same way, you will select that employee, download, and give it to him.
Yeah, but we have to provide him that access, like, okay, he can.
Yes, yes. Based upon your request, we will create that user and we'll provide that login.
Can there be audit trail? Can there be audit trail?
Complete system will generate a audit report for you. Which time
So,
they are logged in.
And also, the same goes with, the change in job title or the salary administration. If there is a change in emoluments, all those things will have an audit trail, correct?
Correct, correct.
When it will change.
Audit log report talks complete when I had logged in, when I had logged out. Everything it will show you in reports. You will get this audit report. Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, I have one question.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, actually, sir, in our company, we have most of the workers who are looking for their salary slip. So I don't think that the worker will be, will be able to use this portal. And some of them, they don't have a smartphone. So currently, I'm just taking out the printout and giving it away to the each worker. So in that case, what we can do for if we get this portal?
Just now we
You will
discussed,
download,
right?
same download. You can send a mail or you can download and take a printout and give it to them.
No, they don't have access to mails. That's what my question is.
Yeah, you can download and give it to them.
You have to do it, or the supervisor can be given a proxy access. That's what we were discussing just a while ago, Pima.
Yes, sir. But for that means that the each department has for production in charge will get the access for the salary slip for all the workers under him, and then he can give the salary slips. That's what we are saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to identify who can be given this.
Yes.
Okay, so you can choose each department head or a supervisor.
Or supervisors.
Yeah, we can choose
Yes. Of each
who has access
department.
to a computer and a printer, they can be given.
But I think, sir, there will be a scene where they will be saying that it's HR duty to give away the salary.
It is all internal policies that we can decide on it later.
Yes.
Who's to
Okay.
get, who to get, who not get.
Sure. Okay, sir.
If it's HR has to do.
Okay,
If
sir.
everything goes fine and you had selected greytHR, there will be a implementation phase where our team will take the complete blueprint. What are the points as not an overview demo? They will ask about loan. What are the types of loans, rules of individual loan, everything they will take that requirement. Leave, what are the types of leaves? What are the rule of individual type of leave? Attendance, what is the production plan, number of shift roster, rules of that shift. Everything they will take as a blueprint. And coming to salary, what are the components and individual component, how you are calculating, whether it is monthly or variable pays. You will be having some variable pays. Everything they will take point to point in blueprint phase. Accordingly, they will configure it.
Okay, good.
So once you complete all the payroll, this is the reports gallery where you can generate all your payroll reports.
See, as far as workflows are concerned, okay, we did not come to the leads yet, but when the workflows are concerned, we can customize it from company to company, right?
Right. See, reviewer, who are the reviewers will configure. Employees, who are the employees, who are the managers. That all during uploading of employee information, you will say employee number and reporting manager number. Accordingly, you will get. And who are the HR logins, who are the finance logins.
Yeah, no, what I mean says, we can design the workflow based on the employee number or the manager ID, right?
Right.
Yeah, not by the department, because every company has got a different process. That's the reason I'm saying.
As example, I had applied leave. Who is my manager? The request goes to him. If your
Okay,
policy says that I am applying more than 3 leaves, it should not go to the immediate manager. It should go to the other manager. The 3 levels of reverse will be there. And as an employee, manager can approve, reject, or he will forward to the next level. Forward in the sense he is accepting and forwarding for your approval. You can reject or you can also forward, or directly if I'm applying any type of leave, more than 5 leaves or 10 leaves or 30 days, the experts will be coming back to their country 30 days. Then it directly goes to certain departments directly.
And it also can be sent back to the employee for clarification, right? That kind of workflow is also designed.
Yes, yes. Once you reject by writing your remarks,
not
again it comes
rejected.
back to the
It
employee.
can go as a query instead of rejections. Rejection means it closes the notification itself, right?
Yeah.
It's not rejection. Basically, if you need to have a query, I mean, if you want the employee to provide you some answers to the query, how is it tackled?
See, example, employee had applied leave. He had selected annual leave. From date to date, write his contact details, reason, and submit.
Okay.
Before submitting, you will
Then
see
it
the
goes to
balance.
his line manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once he submits, the request goes to the manager informed through email. Sorry. Just log in to manager. So while applying leave, I'll also show other two. You can also show the stand-in manager. And once he applies, the request comes to the manager. Manager will select this leave. You can approve or reject, or he will see the details. And if you
Yeah,
want
I think-
to write any remarks, you will write here and post.
Okay. See, I understand, but there is one aspect that's missing. You know, in the event that there is some kind, for example, if an employee submits a sick leave certificate without a doctor's
Right.
prescription or sick leave, so it can be rejected. Then again, the employee needs to submit a fresh form. Okay,
Correct.
that's one way of looking at it. If you attach a certificate and resend, that could be one mode where send back for
No, yeah, that can be done from here. See, if you see your application timeline, you will say there is no doctor signature.
okay.
Please reattach it. Then here, employee will get a request notification, this bill icon,
Achha, okay.
and he will select that and he will redo it.
Okay, so the form goes to the employee basically. in this
That
case.
form goes to the employee because he is under review. See, pending is he will write your remarks and automatically goes to this employee. Abhay
Okay.
Kavade.
Okay, that there is an option. Fine.
Yeah, and if he's going,
can I just jump in, Ramu? These small aspects where, you know, which is, as Prashant is rightly saying, like, you know, would be situation specific or company specific, because it's your own portal. Like, what is the flexibility for us to provide you these aspects from our end, and will you be able to do it, or it's like a standard portal where, you know, everything is not customizable?
so we have a standard portal, major 99% all the requirements can be matched. If it is one requirement, 1%, if it is not matched, we will tell you the timelines whether we can do it. See, what will happen, example, one case, if it is used by, because we are carrying 20,000 customers now, whatever the update we are doing, it implicates the 20,000 customers. So the requirement what we got, if it is useful for all the 20,000 customers, we will take on a priority and we will do it. And if it is a cosmetic and a major thing, and if it is a cosmetic, we'll tell you that it's whether, see, one is configurable and one is the customization. So customization will come under the next phase, whether we are able to do or not, we will let you know. But major example, leave, attendance, payroll, with this we are having, it is very much stable. We can configure everything.
Yeah, Ramu, actually what happens in every implementation, there will be a certain degree of customization, because
Correct.
not one, whatever you make the system, it's not exactly perfect fit for every company. There will be a little bit of tweaking here and there. That is given, right?
Yes.
You must have done so many implementations.
Correct. There are two things, sir. See, greytHR is the market from last 28 years. We got enough experience working like experts like you, HRs and all. It has got streamlined. And not only the manufacturing industry, we are working with 25 industries, all the verticals, IT, ITS, manufacturing, retail, education. So individual vertical has an individual requirement. As a product, during implementation, we have to configure as per your requirement, as per their requirement.
Fine, let's just proceed.
Payroll reports I'd shown you, and there is other.
Because in 1.5 hours, we'll not be able to cover in depth. So it is, we'll just go through.
Correct.
And when it's
So-
required in depth, then we'll have another meet.
Correct. We can have another session. No issues. You
Sure.
can see, you will get a pulse of this application now. I will also share this recording. And if you're having any particular queries, you can make the list out and you can send it, so that I'll also involve our technical team. And after it, we can confirm to build your confidence. And there is a query builder tool, sir, where you can generate n number of reports as per your permutations and combinations. So whatever the data is in the application, you can create your own reports in Excel.
Okay, good.
And there is another feature called analytics report. What are the, see, as you're having 2,500 employees, all the locations, you may be required a lot of reports related to the employee informations, total experience count. So these are predefined. We can configure all the columns, filters, pivots, everything can be configured. Example, you want to see a chart, you can see here overall head count, years of distribution, and employees information. All the reports can be configured. We can also set up a folder like employee list, event list, head count summaries. Everything can be set it up. Example, location wise head count you want to see currently. You can see here overall head count. So if you're having the list of reports, we can also configure and keep it in analytics report. You can select and generate whenever you want. You can also download this. So this is the reports. So I had covered employee information, onboarding, exit, complete payroll module. Can I move to leave and attendance module, sir?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure.
So leave and attendance, I want to show you from employee login, where you'll get this workflow and the overview of this module, sir. Is it okay, right? So coming to attendance, so there are different ways of tracking attendance. One is integration with your biometric or what are the machines you are using. The machine as a database. We'll talk to the database one way. Second one, if you're having any kiosks, we can also give that login, and the supervisor can do the sign in, sign out at each location. Our mobile app is available, and application sign in, sign out also is available. And while doing from mobile, if it is fixed location, we are fencing this. It is called geo fencing. And second option will be geo mark. If you want to link with Google Maps and show the exact location from where the employee is doing, that is called geo mark, which is used by some of the employees. If you are having some sales guys or somebody, and so there are different ways of tracking attendance. We can do as per your requirement. So once we integrate, once employee does sign in, immediately as a manager or the supervisor, whoever it is, they can see who are not yet in, later, or also on time, on leave. They can see the complete attendance muster for a whole month, like total number of present days, leaves, holidays, absent, on duty.
Okay.
Complete monthly report. And individual employee attendance, if you want to see, you can see here. Like what is their first in, last out, total working hours, excess hours, all these details, and permissions. If employee is not, so this production attendance policy is configured as per your organization. Like what is your production, in which shift they are coming,
Yeah.
and what are the shift timings, and what are the rules of that shift. See, are you calculating flexi hours, or if employee is coming at, do you have any grace period? And what action you take if employee is not crossing that, not fulfilling his minimum hours, or is crossing that grace period. Accordingly, we'll set it up, and all the shifts are configured here. Legends will be given, like 0, 1, 2, 3. All the shifts will be configured. Whatever the shift you want, you can enter here. And there is a bulk override where you can single shifts can be changed, or multiple shifts are override. The individual employees you can do here. Manager can do for this report is. And if employee is not fulfilling his
override change log?
shift roster, see here I had shown you for one by one, like he wants them to configure,
Okay.
but he can override as a bulk. he will select the date range from to 31st, all the employees, or only the limited, this employee or this employee.
Okay.
Which shift he want to
Choose the
change.
shift.
Currently is general shift, he want to change to other shift. So the supervisor can do. Multiple shifts at a time can be done.
Okay.
So override is good for whenever one person is absent and we have to put another person on that particular day, right? So
No,
that can
override
be
is
done.
no override is helpful for bulk employees. See, you are changing the shifts for a group of employees.
Okay.
Instead of
so
doing employee wise,
every weekend or
Yeah.
bi-weekly or whatever.
Group of employees can be.
Okay, so how to tackle that kind of cases wherein, one person he is into morning shift and
It should be on the top. Just click there. Choose for the particular person. That's it. See, for one person. Can you show one single person there when you want to change the shift?
single person. Huh? For single person, you can enter directly the number, 5 number, 7 number, which shift you want.
Okay, you have to choose the number there. Huh?
okay,
For a single employee, multiple
Yeah.
employees, you will change the select the dates.
Okay.
yeah.
This employee, which shift is in general shift, which shift you want to change. You'll select and click on override.
Yeah.
And if employee is not fulfilling in minimum hours, he can regularize his attendance or he can apply for permissions. It's a workflow. Again, once approved, it will change from absent to present or permissions.
See, if there are any miss punch in, miss punch out, and absence, can automated emailers go to the employees and
Yes.
the line manager?
Right.
And
Employee
also,
will get
we can configure who's supposed to receive that, right?
by default. Employee will get, HR will get, and manager can get.
Okay.
So if he's
And
not
also we
fulfilling
can
in minimum
configure the
hours,
timelines. Right, Ramu, sorry. We can configure the timelines by which, within which the employee can regularize. Because the thing is, if during the payroll time, if the employee is taking like 2-3 days to regularize, we can have a cutoff time also, right?
the timelines are very simple, sir. You will be having some attendance cutoff days and payroll cutoff days.
Yeah.
Attendance
Okay.
cutoff days, once you start accordingly cutoff day, you will do the attendance period finalization in admin. Once you do
No,
all
what
the
we say is,
employees,
see, for regularization, like today I'm absent and I have to regularize it, or I have a time miss punching. Okay, I have to regularize that particular thing, particular days.
he can do
absence.
it before the payroll process, before the attendance period
No, we
finalization.
need to have timelines. Within 2 days, you have to do, because which manager will understand, will know whether this person has gone for a business meeting or not. We don't know, right? So it is difficult to remember 15 days ago where this employee was. So it should be within 2 days. This kind of timing can be set up in the system.
Yeah. See what will happen once I am not fulfilling my minimum hours today. Next day morning, I will get an email that I am not fulfilled my minimum hours. So I maybe forgot my sign out, or I did not apply for leave, or I went for an on duty. Whatever it is, immediately I will apply and manager will approve it.
Yeah, that's
And,
what employees don't do.
Yeah, if it
what
is not doing, sir, if it is not doing before the cutoff days attendance, what employee and managers HR will get a complete mail by the system. In this month, these many days are you are absent. Kindly regularize or apply for leave before this end of this day. Manager will get, employee will get, and they make sure that employees has to
Let
do
me
it.
rephrase it. Let me rephrase it. For example, if an employee doesn't regularize his attendance within 2 days, the third day employee raises a request to regularize, the system should not accept it. That's it.
Okay.
This kind of control I meant to say.
Okay. Regulation timings, you want to set
Absolutely.
up SLA.
Yes.
That can
You can have
can be
control.
done or no?
So this regulation 2 days time limit.
But I'm telling you it for an example, for various leaves and all, we can have timelines, For example, if somebody has to go for a leave of 15 days, they cannot apply it just 2 days or 3 days before the leave starts. So that kind of rules have to be implemented.
Leave rules are there, but
Yeah, okay.
I have to check this. See attendance, see if it is sick leave, he can apply only on that day or after that day.
Only after the day, correct.
Or 2 days, 3 days, we can set it up. That leave rules are
Yeah.
there. But this attendance regularization rules, I have to check and come back to you on this.
Okay, okay.
Oh, sorry. This I will check and I'll get back to you, sir.
No, sure, no problem. What about annual leave planner? Means, see, at the beginning of the year, all employees are required to post their leaves, tentative leaves at least, so that the line manager will have a clear idea of who's going when, so that no overlaps
This is a
occur.
calendar here.
Yeah. Is there a process that all employees apply for leave?
Hmm.
And it's registered in the system as a tentative date in a different color coding or whatever it is.
So here there is a leave calendar.
Okay.
You'll see all the categories. Applied leaves, you can see here. You can export to Excel. So this is the 31st, there is a today. So you will see all the employees' leaves here. Leave overview, you can see. Total leaves taken this year. You can select category wise. Team on leave this month or this year. If you say this leave year, you will say you'll get all the leaves. Category wise, you can shortlist and see department wise, designation wise. This year. From January, you'll get next year. And manager also can see in his calendar. And we can set up a holiday calendar. Manager can see who are the team members are on the leave in this week or in this month or this year. And employee can see his balances, opening balances. And this leave policy is configured what are the types of leaves you're having and what are the rule of individual type. You can apply leave from here. Any leave, casual leave, sick leave, from date to date, contact details, reason. And while if he's going for 1 month of leave or 15 days, he can also intimate who is in standing employee on behalf of him. And what is his project details, you can submit. We can also show that advance, whatever we want. And once he sends, once the manager gets the leave as a review, he will select that leave type. He can forward or accept or reject. Before doing that, he can also see who are the team members are on the leave on the same day. And if you feel this employee is continuously taking leaves, you will select that leave transaction or this month or last month. Based upon that, you will take a call whether you need to forward or accept or reject that leave. And if his employee is going for on duty, he can apply for on duty. And comp off for white collar, if you are giving comp off, he can apply for comp off. And encashments also available for white collar. So as per your policy, not only white collar or blue collar, restricted holidays can be configured. So this all policy is configured as per your organization leave policy. And attendance. An employee can see his all documents, whatever we had scanned. He can, as a handbook, he will get all the company policies, whatever we had scanned, he will download and see. And also he will get a letters. What are the letters we had generated, he can download whenever he want, and he can also request a letter from here. So and there is a help desk option. As we are having a lot of employees, employee will request for any other activity or to departments. So all the departments and request can be configured here as per your policy, and where employee can request from this login, subject, accommodation, transport, or whatever you want, you will get. And once submits, the request goes to that certain department, And it also has a SLA. If the executive is not replying in 2 hours or 3 hours, it directly escalates to the next level. So they can resolve that employee query. And if employee will close the ticket, or else he'll reopen the ticket. So these are the facilities available, but how much benefit to the white collar or blue collar, we can use it, or we can give the supervisor can use for their employees. So this is the complete overview, sir. And if from mobile or from the application, employee can see who are currently celebrating birthdays. They can like it or post their comments. And you can post your company information, or all groups can be created and you can post accordingly. They can see from their mobile or from the application. So this is the overview of all the models, and in their login, employee can see their personal information, family details, current employment and previous employment, and what are the assets they are carrying, all these details. So I covered leave, attendance, onboarding, exit, payroll module, and employee information. Sir, I think you got the pulse overview of the application, correct?
Yes, correct.
If you're having any queries, I'm happy to.
Actually, what I understood, Mr. Prashant was asking for if we can see any tentative annual leaves. You're showing the leaves, the people, those who have already gone for annual leaves. But if we can have a calendar, like when I am going for leave, or XYZ is going for leave, or Dimple is going for leave, then my boss can plan it out, a tentative leave planner. Annual leave. Because
See,
other
here
leaves are
I'm
okay.
selecting availed and applied. If any records are there, I will get all the applied leaves here in this calendar. See, one is employee applied leave, that all can be seen. Availed in the sense, once it also been approved. Both the leaves can be seen here.
So basically what you're saying, Ramu, is that for example, if I have applied, if I've got Dimple correctly, is in the month of July, I have applied for the leave. So when I click on this type of transaction, when I as a manager, when I go to July, I'll be able to view that, or like, is there a notification that will come?
Notification, whenever the employee applies leaves, the notification comes to the HR as well as manager. And as a report, see, employee applied in April for the month of July. You got a mail in April. And then availed and applied, you can see for the month of July.
So basically the visibility as well, like if I have a question, so the leave calendar, as you had mentioned before. So for example, I am the person who's at the corporate office. Now, based on the layering of the reporting, will I also see even the leaves, which are, say, for example, at the corporate office, I don't need to know if a person is taking, say, as you were mentioning, someone who has taken a leave of 2 or 3 days. That could be visible to the manager, direct reporting of the manager.
Correct.
Versus, the second line of reporting versus the final corporate reporting. Will the leave that is going to be reflected, would it be
manager, HR manager, they can see their report is leave.
Okay. Okay, I got it.
Corporate office should have access to view all the leaves across the group. That can be configured.
All the group, example, I am an employee, I cannot see other employees leave. But as a manager, I can see all the report is leave. As a corporate head, I can see all the employees. Sorry.
That's right. Across the group. Yeah.
The corporate will have all the visibility. The corporate office will have all the visibility.
Whoever responsible person, they can see all the employees of corporates. But as employee, I cannot see other employees leave. See, example, left side of desk is empty. I cannot see he's on leave or not.
True. That should be the idea. That should be the criteria. Correct.
Basically, Prashant, the line of reporting, once that is done, a lot of companies would have like 4 line of reporting on a payroll versus or a leave, or some organizations will have just 3 layers or 2 layers. So that I think would be an internal decision that, how many layers of approval
Yeah.
required.
Each company might have, little bit varied, what I mean, workflows. Means 1 level, 2 level, 3 level, and all. It could be different from company to company.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that can be done, he said, anyway. Because smaller companies, straight away, the department head might sign off. Whereas, like, for example, KHK and all, there could be 3 level workflow.
Okay, I have one question, Ramu, if and maybe if you can just share, like when you're talking about the employee self-service, do you also have like a common forum where certain announcements or stuff like that
Yes.
would
Correct. There is a feeds here. See, from admin feeds, you can create a company news. But this anniversary or company news, and you can post that, and a employee from his login, he can see here. This is
Okay.
We can also say send the circulars and everything, right? Any kind of
company policies. There is even a handbook here. Whenever you update the policy, everybody will get a notification that your new policy has been updated or your attendance policy.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
And they can download and see.
This is exactly what I was asking, like, where like a common forum where
Yeah.
the policy is the
This policy, correct.
notifications, everything can come in. So this
is like a notice board.
yeah, no,
It's like a notice board, and this is policy updates. Yeah, whenever you change the policy, they will get a notification also.
okay. And so this is within the dashboard, like when you activate it, this is a part of the employee self-service, or how is it, or is
Which one? Dashboard? No, it is part of this admin and employee. From mobile or from application, they can see.
okay. Thank you.
But these groups, company new operation, this all will be created as per your requirement.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And also, okay, one more question in the employee database. Basically, we have a lot of blue collar employees and staff also staying in the campus, company owned accommodations. So can we have those details also incorporated? Which room, which floor, which building, which area, all those things? Can we
see this position history? Talks complete report about the employee, the department, location, designation, cost center.
This is fine. As far as accommodation, for example,
accommodation, you can see, you can create one accommodation. Under that
it's not
accommodation, you will get a list. You can select and keep it. So whatever.
If you're going to have a complete history of the employee, if he's been provided with the complete information, where exactly he is, those details also have to be there. No, so okay, fine. We have to create that.
So what are the report Excel you are maintaining on behalf of an employee? Employee number, name, date of joining, department, location, site, which attendance policy, leave policy, which grade, which room, which accommodation. So whatever the bifurcation you are doing, everything we can while doing implementation, we'll incorporate in the system.
Okay. So this demo is basically employee, what do you call payroll, employee database, and leave process. Payroll, leave management. That's the thing, right? Not PMS. We keep PMS later on.
PMS, I have to schedule another slot for you.
Okay. Fine.
Because there is an internal separate team. Sir, for how many employees you are doing PMS? For all the 400 employees or 2,500 employees?
See, we have over 2,800 employees, but the blue collar workers will, up to a certain grade, we'll do it internally. Through a normal.
Is it a monthly or quarterly?
No, we don't do it monthly. That's true. Because even annually also is very difficult because we don't have a system, but it's annually. Annually,
okay. Is it 180 degrees or 360 degrees?
Not 360. Not 360.
Okay.
But it is basically, what we intend to do is within the first quarter itself, the objectives now have to be set, and then there will be a media review, and then again,
all the KRS, KPS, everything can be set it up.
Will be set in the beginning of the year. Yes.
Correct. All the policy can be set it up. If you want, we'll organize a PMS demo. But overview, if you want, I can show you as a PPT, because this PMS, there is a separate team who handles.
Okay.
all the strategy, your goals, review cycle, all competencies, everything can be set it up.
Fine, we will look at it on a separate session.
Yes,
That's
yes.
okay.
Let's focus on these three aspects for now. Yeah. If there are no questions, I think let's complete
We
the
can
call.
wrap it up. Yeah, of course.
So Ramu, thank you. We'll get back. We'll stay in touch with you. And
Sure. Yeah, thank you all the team for giving opportunity for the demo. And if you're having any
Just-
questions, you can please mail all the details.
Yeah, initially what we thought now, it's greytHR, not the T was silent, I got misleaded by this name. It's
No.
great. T was,
Yes, greytHR Software Private Limited is the company name. So,
okay.
so we had named it as
I missed it also, like many people might have done. It's greytHR, we were reading it. Actually, I noticed that it's greytHR.
Yes,
Okay.
greytHR.
Fine. Thank you so much, Ramu.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your time and have a great day. Yes.
thank you everyone for your time.
Thank you all the team. Yes.
We'll
Thank
take
you.
a feedback.
Thank
later.
you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So Ramu,
Hello. Yes.
yeah, hi Ramu. Ramu, I'll request if you can please share the recording with us so
Okay.
that we can share it with the team as well.
Sure. I think you had scheduled this Zoom, no? I had recorded. It will be in your records, I think.
Okay.
Oh, you can share it with us.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll do that, Prashant.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Ramu, if you can just stop recording so that
Yeah, it stopped it.
I'll just speak to you for a while. 1 minute.
Yeah.
I'll request you to please stop the recording.